Ladies, gentlemen, and young ladies, it's a hard blow, an extremely hard blow, hard for Donald Trump, for the United States of America versus Venezuela. Yes, Nicolas Maduro has just won another victory. Russia is very, very happy. Colombia, we never spoke from Colombia here. No, not yet. In this case, which opposes Donald Trump to Venezuela, to Russia, to Iran, and China on the territory Venezuelan. In this case, Colombia has something big to play like role. You know that in Colombia there are American bases which are stationed there. There are also agents of the CIA who are there. There is a historic alliance between America, the United States of America, and the Colombia. And so it is Colombia that is used to combat the Venezuela. But listen, Donald Trump posed the act recently, which has caused great pain to the Colombian president, very, very badly. And the Colombian president on this October 24th, 2025, he announced he threatens to expel troops, American cars stationed on his territory, as well as the agents of the CIA. It's him he threatens to expel them. But that follows what? I'm telling you, international geopolitics begins to become very, very interesting. It must share this conference with Maximum. I want to see a lot of shared. America is failing miserably, Venezuelan side, what they are in doing. But listen, it's no use. That's it. I don't say that this drug business or and so on, it's false, eh? But the manner who mandated America as being world policemen to be able to mingle in other people's business. So in support for Venezuela and in the spirit of Russia, the natural and eternal ally which was supposed to be eternal, the United States of America, which is located to be Colombia, decides to change. Colombia decides to change. Yes, the Colombia emancipates itself, and it all began by what? It will surprise you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing this conference to the maximum. Put many likes to secure, because that when the United States of America has hot and that we announce here, it makes them bad. You know very well what these platforms belong to them. There you go. So give lots of likes to secure the conference. So how did it all start? US President Donald Trump has took severe sanctions against the president and some senior officials Colombian. There is no problem. These sanctions really hurt. Sanctions have hurt the president badly Colombian, who believes that FOS has its boundaries. He believes that whatever the nature of the foolishnesses have their limits. And he puts a point, he limits Donald Trump's mistakes. So Washington imposed sanctions personal to President Gustavo Petro and several senior officials Colombian, accusing them of tolerance towards cartels and complicity with razzias. So he says that they are in complicity with the Vene, and it is why they are tolerating. They are tolerant towards the cartels for Donald Trump. He should do the same. Think that he is doing it. It is when he gets into these madnesses, we should follow him. He sanctioned them, sanctions personal. Oh no, the president Colombian did not let himself be pushed around. How can you say that I tolerate the cartels while your bases are installed on my territory? Your troops are there. Okay, since I tolerate them, I will expel. As I speak to you, Washington is panicked. The Pentagon is panicked. Donald Trump wonders how this happens, why all those who were submitted to the United States of America are in train going towards the Federation of Russia. Russia is becoming a phenomenon, eh? Please share the conference. I want to see a lot of you share. When we take the time to give you information, whatever the occupations, you have to take the time to share. So what happened? The decision to sanction Bogota was taken by Donald Trump when Bogota, so Colombia has refused to authorize the overflight. He has the Colombia. She refused to authorize the drones fly over its territory. The American drones that are engaged in the anti-trafficking operation in the Caribbean Sea, that is to say the planes, American drones who want to go and strike Venezuela. Colombia refused to allow the flight of its planes and drones on its airspace. But it's by right, it is by right from Colombia. You want to go destroy my neighbor? No, I don't agree. You don't go using me to go hit my neighbor. It doesn't work. So Donald Trump says that they are tolerant of cartels, and Donald Trump sanctioned them. So you say it's another front. Donald Trump doesn't cover up fronts. So what's going on? The Colombian government speaks unacceptable interference and an attack on sovereignty. For the Colombian government, This is unacceptable interference, and it is an attack on sovereignty. Colombia, I say, in the image of many African countries, these countries, Americans from Latin America, are in the process of emancipating themselves. They open the eyes and they now say, no, you don't go harming our sovereignty. We are sovereign. So, it's for the first time, remember it, for 20 years, a president, Latin American, openly puts in cause of American domination in its own area of influence. This is the first time that a Latin American head of state challenges American dominance in its own area of influence. This is the area of influence, we will say the biological influence zone of the United States of America. So this hurts Donald Trump a lot. So what's going to happen? Petro has raised the time. He threatens to expel American forces. So the President Petro is preparing an expulsion decree targeting the troops, American soldiers stationed at the base of Tolemaida and the CIA agents present under diplomatic cover. There are CIA agents who are there at home but who are present under diplomatic cover. We know our diplomats, US, so he threatens to have them expelled all. So what are the repercussions? The conservative parties and pro-Americans cry madness geopolitics while the street cheers a head of state judged to be free. Colombia, people are very happy. I tell you this Venezuela affair, it is the second largest Ukrainian territory. Yes, we will continue. We will continue to follow what is happening there because America is to be greatly humiliated by this side. So thank you all. I'll get back to you later. It was the voice of your humble servant, Samurai.